Hundreds of anti-government demonstrators in the Peru's capital Lima took to the streets again on the Sunday following the clashes that injured at least 18 people, including the police officers and the journalist. Also, the youth-led Generation Z collective led another march towards the seat of the president Dina Boluarte's administration in the downtown Lima, where the police officers were deployed in force. Also, the unrest has been brewing for months in the Peru, fueled by a wave of the organized crime and extortion cases. Several opinion polls have also shown that many view the government and the conservative majority Congress as corrupt. The protest intensified this week after the legislature passed a law requiring the young adults to join a private pension fund, despite many facing a precarious working environment. As the night fell on the Sunday, the groups of the protesters threw stone and Molotov cocktails at the police, with the officers firing tear gas in response. I am outraged. I feel completely misled by this government and this Congress that serves the political parties, said the Xiaomi Aguilar 28-year-olds, adding that the parties were a mafia entrenched in the state. Jonathan, also an 18-year-old student, said that the protest is the beginning of an awakening as the people are finally realizing that young people are more active on the social media and in the political arena. The Saturday's clashes, which also took place near the presidential and the parliamentary buildings, were some of the most violent in the Peru this year. At least 18 people, including the police officers and also the journalist, were injured, according to the tallies from the authorities and independent organizations released on the Sunday. Among the 12 police officers injured were a female police officer with serious injuries and another officer diagnosed with multiple concussions, also who remain under observation in the hospital, according to the police statement. Also, authorities have not yet released a final tally of injuries or arrests related to the weekend's demonstrations. Some 450 protesters took part in the Saturday's clashes, which also damaged the public roads. Police said that the images of the protesters injured by the projectiles allegedly fired by the police were also circulated on the social media. The National Association of the Journalists of Peru, ANP, reported that 6 journalists were hit by the pellets fired by the police while also covering the protest, including the 2 from the Exitosa Noticias radio station, the Cesar Zamula, a photojournalist also from the weekly newspaper, and that is also said it was to be began of the firing pellets directly at the bodies of the people. That's when I felt an impact on my leg and the hip, he said, according to the testimony collected by the ANP in the statement posted on its Facebook page on the Sunday. Both the union and the National Human Rights Coordinator in the Peru denounced the political repression during the demonstrations. Also, Boluarte's popularity ratings have plummeted, with her term set to end in the July 2026. Nearly 80% of the Peruvians say that they are ashamed of the government, with 85% saying that the same of the Congress, according to the survey of 1,200 people published on the Sunday by the newspaper that is El Comercio.